What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, let's listen to this.
About him. Like I said, he might be speaking some real truth in all of this, and you don't even know because you're ignorant want to believe he's doing some other shit.
Y'all heard that. That's the WBA Junior Welterweight World Champion, star boxer Rolando Rolly Romero. He's sending King Ryan Garcia, a heartfelt message. And if you didn't feel this message coming from Rolando Rolly Romero, then you're just simply not human. He stated that Ryan Garcia, if you don't know, is seemingly going through a lot right now as it stands, right? Ryan Garcia is tweeting out a lot of quote-unquote cryptic messages, a lot of misunderstood messages, whether you believe him or not. He's talking about aliens. He's talking about he was taken advantage of since he was a kid, when he was a little kid, and family members didn't stand up and help him. He stated that, he was allegedly held against his will and forced to witness some unlawful things. He was taken to a medical center to get help, and he wasn't happy about that. Said that they took his phone. They tried to put him in jail. They couldn't prove it. They had to release him. They seized his credit cards, stopped his money flow, took his phone, his cell phone. And he has this big fight coming up April 20th, Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center against against Devin the Dream Haney. With that said, April 20th is around the corner. We are in the first week of March, 6 weeks out from the fight. And Ryan Garcia seems to be in no mental health shape, form, or fashion to compete in the sport of boxing. He's clearly, now he states that he's training, right? Now he's with well-renowned two-time trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Derrick James. And Derrick James trains out of Texas. I don't believe Ryan Garcia is in Texas, but he says he's training every day. He's focused every day. He's just in his spare time trolling the internet. But mentally, he seems not focused on the fight, not locked in on the fight itself. And so with that said, Ryan Garcia, he deleted all the messages now. Clearly somebody got a hold of him and they told him, listen, bro, you got to relax. This fight is huge. There's a lot of money on the table. And he says that the fight is happening. Nobody's going to prevent him from making this fight happen. He said the contract is already signed. He's doing it. He's doing the fight. He says he just want to expose the elites for doing what he claims to be evil things. And, he wants to reveal these things and clear his conscience of the things he's witnessed, not to himself, but to others, right? And so it's put the boxing world in a very, very catch-22, right? Because the boxing world wants to see this fight. It's a big fight. But in the same token, the boxing world is looking at it from a standpoint of Ryan Garcia is not in a mental space to compete. Now, he says he is. He says he's training. He says he's working out. But you just don't get the feeling that he is. So, father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotion, Bill Haney, was featured on the show tonight. And Bill Haney, he stated that, they're not taking Ryan Garcia lightly. They're looking at this as a publicity stunt and a promotion, and Ryan being an actor, and they're focused on the fight. They focus on training. They focus on being the best version they can be come April 20th, right? This is a marquee fight for Devin Haney, who is already well accomplished and looking to build his legacy. He's an undefeated two-division champion, undisputed lightweight, and now reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion. So Devin Haney's looking to build on his legacy, and this is a marquee popularity fight for him, right? It's a crossover fight. And this fight is going to bring a lot of attention now to this fight. It already sold in like the first day and a half, 10,000 tickets. It's really going to sell now because Ryan Garcia was featured on Andrew Tate's show. He's introduced himself to a whole different audience of people that are latching their experiences or their theories onto what he's saying. So there's a whole different don't want to call it fan base, but the whole different group of people that have now been introduced to Ryan Garcia, not through sport of boxing. A lot of people are in a different field and they're like, this kid Ryan Garcia is a superstar in the sport of boxing with a huge following, and look what he's saying. He's exposing the elites. And so he's going to garner a lot of fanfare from that because Andrew Tate is a massive figure. And Andrew Tate had him on, and everybody was in the chat agreeing with Ryan Garcia and saying that they believe him. So they wasn't saying that Ryan Garcia is off his rocker. They were saying that they believe Ryan Garcia, right? Which means he's going to have a whole different demographic of people that support him now and push him forward. Believe that. Because there's people that believe this is the case, right? But he's talking about aliens and videotapes and things of that nature. So Rolly Romero, he did an interview and he says, you know something? Ryan Garcia doesn't have the proper people around him that he can trust. And so he's lashing out, but there's nobody that can wheel him in. He says there's no way he should be fighting April 20th. And if he's allowed to fight, it just goes to show that nobody around him truly cares. He says the fight should be canceled. He said it's not on Devin Haney to cancel the fight. He said that Devin Haney signed the contract and his job to be fully prepared for the fight. It's Ryan Garcia's team. He said if he signed the contract, he's going to prepare like Ryan Garcia is 100% of himself. He says, but Ryan Garcia's team needs to make a decision and they need to, pull the plug on this fight and get him some help. Ryan Garcia said the contract is signed and nothing nobody can do about it. He's fighting, right? So let's keep listening to what Rolly had to say regarding this situation, right? It's a very unfortunate, difficult situation.
I mean, like I said, I'm always going to go, once I sign a contract, that's what I'm doing, but...
So you see what he said? He said, once I sign the contract, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Like I said, it's his team that's supposed to pull him off. Mm-hmm.
It's his team that's supposed to pull the plug on it.
Like I said, and it speaks really shitty of his team to let him continue if they do. That they don't give a fuck about him. So that's the truth. If they let him fight, they just don't give a fuck about him at all. There was something growing over. Like I said, you gotta look at it from Rand's perspective. His lifestyle, he gets to see a lot more than the average person. He gets to be around a lot more than the average person. His perspective is a lot different than the average person on fucking Twitter.
Which he's right. I said this before that it's easy to label him, insane. Right? It's easy to say, well, he's just losing it. Right? That's easy to do. But, it's a difficult position. It's very difficult. Because it's like, is he trolling? Right? Is he trolling? Or is he off his rocker? But when you listen to his conversation, he's not trolling. He's putting his conversation. Usually when they test people for mental illness and people with, bipolar or schizophrenia, and I'm not a doctor, right? One of the things that they ask you is, can you put a sentence together? Can you hold a conversation without, that's one of the tests. And he does that, right? Very clearly. So it's very weird, man. And it's unfortunate because it's like, on one hand, do you push to see the fight because it's a huge fight and it's unfair to Devin Haney and the boxing fans that want to see a big fight? And then on the flip side of that, do you push the fight knowing this kid could very well be having a serious cry for mental health? I mean, serious cry for help. And then when you look at the betting lines, is that going to change drastically? Because how much faith is people going to put in Ryan Garcia? Just how much faith they're going to put in Ryan Garcia. So it's very interesting. I mean, Oscar Dela Hoya tweeted out and he said, everybody's focused on Ryan Garcia, but they should be focused on this new physique that Eddie Hearn displayed. It's very, very weird position. And his brother, Sean Garcia, said, listen, my brother's going through stuff. Pray for him. What he got going on in his life don't have nothing going on in my life. It's unfortunate, man. His children's mother came out and said, this is very real. He's not trolling. There's something wrong with him. Everybody needs to pray for him. It's truly, truly unfortunate, man. But let me know what y'all think about what Rolando Romero just had to say. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gone. Peace.